Hey guys, today we're going to go into 3 different ways to attack from the closed guard, all looking at the idea of getting an underhook, an overhook, and controlling my partner's head, shoulder, or elbow. 3 different ways, let's get right into it. So we're going to start here in closed guard. Let's turn a little bit this way and then I'm going to change the angle a second. The first thing is, anytime I have posture here, if I want this style of attack, I need to bring him down. Okay? So maybe I pull here, I pull him 45. As I go this way, I pull and he posts. This is a good start. So if you see this, this is my setup. Underhook, overhook, and now I'm going to pull him back the other way 45, here, and hug. Okay? So we can do this a lot of different ways. I can even clear the hands, and I go, maybe sometimes I'm trying to sit up, he drives back down, and I get the underhook, overhooks. Now if I go here, this is fine, but it's not nearly as strong. Look, my hands are here. If he just drives up the posture, a lot of times I'll lose it. So when I get this first underhook, I want to pull him all the way across with my legs. Look how I'm using my legs and my arms, and I come here. Boom. All right, so we're going to start everything we do from this position. However you get there is up to you. Once you're there, we're going to build. The first time, I'm going to have his head on the inside of my arms. So look, I get here, and I'm like this. I want his head right on my shoulder. I don't want him far back. I want him here, and I'm tight. A good butterfly grip or gable grip is ideal, and I want to be tight. I don't want him pushing away from me. So the first thing I'm going to do is a sweep to this side. There's 2 variations. I'm going to use my body and turn, and I can re-guard or just pinch tight, and I'm using my leg to push his elbow away, and a lot of times they drive forward. Look how his weight's on his knee. Now I drop my leg, I kick out, and turn. As I come up, I maintain that arm, and I can attack some kind of arm triangle, armbar, etc. The second one, and I'll show 2 angles of this. So maybe I pull here, I come underneath, boom, like this. I turn, and I'm like this. I try to push and make space. Now I'm not pushing his leg away first. I'm trying to pull him, but he sits back. Look, I can't get his weight on his knee, so I hip escape and bring my hook in. I have a butterfly hook on the far side. Now I can lift. And as I lift, look, the weight's on the knee, I chop it out, I come up, same idea, same finish. So let's look at it from the other side just so we can see both points of view. So maybe on this one, I'm climbing up, I pull, he posts, boom. Look, if I'm on this side, I have to pull him. I use my knees and my body. Same time, boom, I get heavy. So first one, he stays going forward. I turn, boom, I chop, and come up. The second one, he starts sitting back. So I want to make sure I stay as tight as possible. I scoot out a little bit. The butterfly hook comes in. It's hard to lift here, so I move away. Now I lift and rotate all at the same time. So that's our first option. Think of it this way. First option, I hug around the head. All right, guys, for the second option, we're going to go right to the shoulder. The first option, I had the head, but a lot of times he might clear the head, or I choose to, and I come to this shoulder pin. So if I'm here on the shoulder, I want to keep everything as tight as I can, and he might keep the arm right around my head. This is perfect. Now I'm going to look at attacking this whole setup here. Okay, one of the things that's good about this is the arm's trapped. If he tries to get that arm out, it's very, very difficult, okay? If I try to push, he actually can pull the arm out. I give him space. So by keeping it tight, this is where I want to be. So look, I'm going to open and turn towards his head. And now as I get here, I'm keeping my knee tight. I'm going to look for the armbar. I'm going to use my hands and push away. So my goal is to catch his wrist right on my head and to have either my hand or the grip keeping his head from coming into me. So now I've controlled the shoulder and the wrist, and my knee is heavy. From here as I turn, I might get the finish, but probably not. So what I'll do is I'm almost grinding, and I can pull. I grind and pull here as I extend to get the tap. We'll show another angle in a second. But what's important is I need to stretch him out and control these 2 points in order to break this. So we started here. Maybe he clears his head underneath. As soon as I'm here, I change my angle. Boom. I have to have my knee tight. If my knee's low, he postures up. I don't want that. I bring my knee tight, and look how I turn. Hands come up to the elbow here. I rotate through. Boom. If sometimes he clears this right here, I can follow up by jumping over. Look how my knee comes to his head right here, and I'm tight on the shoulder. As I drop, I spread my knees, and I can do a belly down armbar, or if he rolls, I roll with him, right into the wall, my foot comes over, and we finish here. some of the limited space when you're filming. Let's do that one more time. So this is the second option. If I get here like this and he clears his head, boom, right away I turn, change my angle. Bring your knee up tight, get heavy up here. Now I extend him, find the elbow, there's the first finish, or I can use this as a bump. Look, as I come up, my shin is here. Even, we just pause for a second, I have this tight. I'm going to use the space so you can see. This is not the position I want with my head and body, but I want you to see when I spread my knees, there's the armbar. So when I turn here like this, I'm here, I drop my knees, finish. Or, and we'll try not to hit the wall, he rolls, 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 boom. Nice, thanks, Matt. As I'm here, look, I have to bring this foot out over the head. So sometimes if he starts sitting up, I have to go ahead of him, pull him back down, and finish the armbar. Let's do that from the other side, just so we get both viewpoints. Thanks, Matt. Same idea, however I got here. So look, if I ever feel him here, it's not my shoulder. I'm always gonna work here. He wants to get out, he pushes back. I realize this, I turn, knees heavy. I extend, now I'm on the shoulder, I feel the wrist, I update here, there's my first armbar. Or if he starts clearing, this arm that was here, I'm gonna chase and come up here. I get my second armbar here, or if he rolls, I come through with it. Look how my foot's here. I wanna make sure I have that connection as my foot comes up, and I'm here for the finish. All right, we'll come back to the third option. The third option, we're either gonna hit the omoplata or take the back. So, same thing, I started here, he cleared the head. So the first one was the head, and I attacked that for the sweeps. The second one is the shoulder. But now, look, he puts his hand in front of my face, right here. This is where I start having options. Because if I'm here and I try to slide down this far, I'm losing stuff. So the options I want to do are to chase this. As I turn, sometimes right here, people will realize this and bring this arm in. So when I'm here chasing this idea, all I need to do, look, I'm going to turn my whole body, and I find the belt, push his head away, and swing up here. What's tricky is this elbow. I want to be careful I don't hurt my partner, but I'm bumping the shoulder to get that turn. Tuck this in. Look how I have the belt and this arm. If he tries to roll, no way. Some people also like the pant grip, that's fine here. Now that I've got this, I'm going to make sure my angle's right and pull myself up, find the hip. Now I'm in a great, great position. I can extend my feet, drop them down, scoot over, ask my legs, and if you're familiar with the omoplata, there's the finish. So what's really important about this is what he does with the arm. When I get here, boom, he clears the head. Right here, he puts it in front of me. If he keeps the arm here, this won't work. But as he gets it in front of me with my face right now, look, I push away and I turn. Right there, I'm catching, and now I'm here in a good spot to stop him from going anywhere. I need to close this space. I sit up, and I find here. If I have room, I'll turn. I drive in tight. Connect myself. Now I hip escape away a little bit. Boom, he drops down. I even like holding this elbow as I ask my legs, base, and slowly go up. It is possible to hit the omoplata for sure. What I actually find is easier is this final technique we're going to do, is the back take. So he clears the head, boom, look, he puts his hand in front of me, right here. Grip, and now look, I'm just going to push everything this way. Boom, I sit up, find the lat, and I'm here. You can see the back exposure. When I'm here, I can just grip the lat, or even if I dig deep, I find the collar. So now I have his arm across and the collar. This is strong. He'll start resisting. I push and pull. There's no way for him to get that arm back. When I'm ready, I post and I turn, hook in, and now we're good for a back take. I can do a nice seatbelted roll. Boom, and here we are. So let's do that from the other side. That'll wrap up the video. So from here, close guard, same idea. Like I almost have this first, second, or third based on what he does. If I get here and he keeps his head in, I'll go for those sweeps. He clears the head in, I'll attack the arm. I want to keep this tight. He puts the arm in front. Boom, I get here. Look, I push this across. I turn and sit up. Right now, my chest is in front of that arm. Really hard for him to defend. I get a little grip here. Find the lapel if I want to. Or I post, circle. Now, if I'm here with this foot, I need to make sure I bump him a little bit, get my hooks on the inside, and now I can take the back. So, seems like a lot, and there's probably a lot of different ways, to do this. But if I get this over-underhook grip around the head, that stops a lot of his getting out of the guard. Now I can slow down. My first set is with the head. The second set is the shoulder, and the third set is just the arm in front of the face. But this will give you attacks all the way through, and if they're defending, they're not getting out of your guard. Try it out. Hope it works.